At 500, then what happens is we begin to change paradigm. We move from the linear, definable, from logic, from the dialectic of logic, and at 500 you leave logic. There's nothing logical to love. There's nothing logical. You've left logic. You can't prove it. You can't destroy it. In other words, now you're in a different dimension. And this is why theology and science and consciousness, you see conferences on consciousness and spirituality and consciousness and science. When you see science and consciousness or science and religion or science and theology, it always calibrates around 440. I don't know, it never seems to get much past that. And what they don't get is that love, spiritual reality, is a different paradigm. You can't measure, look for ghosts with a Geiger counter, you know what I'm saying? They're looking for ghosts with a Geiger counter. It's just the wrong tool. The intellect is not the tool to investigate spiritual reality. Spiritual reality is subjective. It's subjective. It's not objective. It's non-linear. You can't prove that somebody loves somebody, and yet they'll give up their life for love. It's very powerful. So, love is inclusive, of course. It's cordial. It's uplifting. And it has an innate goodness to itself. So people in a spiritual evolution reach a point of sort of a sweet goodness, sort of a sweetness to their life. Yeah, a sort of cordial towards life itself. So we'll move on. Yeah. Unconditional love at 540. 0.4% of the people. This is characteristic of healing groups. Becomes saintly. The miraculous begins to occur because the Kundalini energy now gets quite strong in the 540s. There's a sensitivity to beauty, which becomes even more almost rapturous. And beauty can become overwhelming. And you can look at two people sitting and waiting for a plane in an airport. They look at each other with a loving look, and it just makes you cry.